Whether you work in an office building or at home, it can often mean sitting at a desk for hours, not eating right, thanks to those lunchroom vending machines. But Complete Nutrition has real-life tips to help you stay on track throughout the workday. Happy to welcome back James Rogers and Deborah Gray, both of them personal consultants at Complete Nutrition. Get all that out. What are the effects? Let's start there with sitting all day, because for some people it could be 3-4 hours at a time between getting up and running around. What's the impact there?
You know, not only is it the physical where, you know, you're not being as active as you normally can with some jobs, but it's also a mental thing too. You get off of work and you've been at the desk all day and things that just build up on you, and sometimes it's hard to get home and want to get that exercise in. So some things we have at the store and at Complete Nutrition is metabolism enhancers to get the energy up for after getting towards the end of the workday. That way you get home, you're still active.
So talk about that. Is this when, I always find that right around 2 o'clock is when things start to crash a little bit. Is this something that would help then, or specifically what do you like? For
sure, to get over the hump of the day, to get the energy so that when you get home, you can still be active, and a lot of times it wears you down being at the desk. And this product, I mean, not only burn calories during the day, but helps you to do something afterwards.
Before we look at some of the other products, long term, is there any health risk to sitting hours a day, every day?
Every day. There's a study out, even back as far as like the 1950s. Those that had more sedentary jobs, even compared to, like, say, a male person being active, just the stress that you are, even if you're a student, you're sitting at the desk looking at your computer all day, that's put on your traps, on your deltoids, and even your low back. So just some certain things I want to try to share with you that you can do, because if you are staying more, you know, immobile, there's risks of more heart disease, diabetes, and it just doesn't mean from being at work, being at home, watching TV. You need to get up and move around. Yeah, well, we'll get back to you and some of these products in a minute, but while we're talking about getting up and moving around, do you care to show us? We have a store right next to you. Sure.
And you'll notice that Deborah is in something that you might wear to work. She's going to do this in high heels to prove the point, right?
Prove the point.
You can do this. You don't need to wear sneakers and workout gear.
Right, right. And this might not be your typical work stool, but maybe it is. Even if you're at your kitchen counter, what I just share is that you need to move a little bit, something every day. So if you're just sitting and right away, if your shoulders are tight, if you can just put your arms out, and you can try this right at home if you're watching, and just roll your back. You're getting that upper back and shoulder area. Bring your arm across, get the upper shoulders, and the other side. Just make sure that you hold it. You're not bouncing. It's static stretching that you're holding. If we can bring our neck down and just take it to one side, down in the center. Other side, you want to avoid rolling it all the way back for any type of neck injury. But the biggest thing if we're talking about our low backs, if you can just sit here, and I call them like vacuums, pulling your tummy in to your spine and just kind of pushing it back. You should feel just kind of stretching, and you push it back even further, it gets that deeper stretch. The biggest thing, if you can get up and move around, go to the restroom, go fill up your water bottle, get moving from your desk. It's not like it's going to take you 20 minutes. Just a couple minutes, you know, every day throughout your day to do some movement. So if we stand up here, I'll use my stool, This is a little bit higher stool. You might have a deeper one. Let's work our legs a little bit, just reaching back. You want to watch your knees. I'm in heels, so I'm going to use a little more of my quadriceps, so this is kind of fun. But if I want to take it even deeper, I use it as a base right here, and you'll squat down, but you want to watch those knees, so you want to reach back and use for balance here,
And just once or twice a day? What do you think?
Just stand up and just get it moving. Just standing here, and you can even work holding onto a counter, working your outer thigh. You'll be amazed how much just moving that. Using your desk, doing push-ups against your desk.
Do people look at you funny when you're doing it? Because I can only imagine the comments you get.
Oh, I'm sure, but everyone's kind of like, what are you doing? Let's, you know, get the blood moving, get it moving. Great one for your arms if you're on a stool. I don't know if this is going to look at. I'm even doing my heels here. For your shoulders, your triceps. That's a really good one. And, you know, everyone wants to work their abs. All right, we'll see if this will take off on me. Okay. In and out. Just bring in, holding, and you're working your abs right there. So see if I can do it in my lovely heels.
I know, and on a tall stool. Right.
Do it. So it's just moving the body. It's not like you have to be, you know, set that I'm doing it for 20 minutes. Every little amount, if we're burning more calories that we're taking in, that's how we lose weight. If you want to gain weight, it's a whole different.
And as he said, it's not just about that moment, but it's about how you feel at the end of the day. And then let's look at some of these other products that can help us get through. What is this one about, James?
This is our vitamin pack, recently brought into our store, and you know, with the energy part of things and being active after work, we still want to cover the health side of things, which are still natural energy sources. You have a good multivitamin in there, balancing your body. the CLA in there, when you are able to be active with some of our energy stuff after work or even before, if you can plan that, that's going to help tighten and tone as far as problem areas for us.
And one thing you've absolutely changed in my life is the amount of water that I drink. I mean, gallons a week because of these two. And that's so easy. Promise it is. And then these two products, what do you like about them?
The smoothies, along with the exercise, you know, just trying to keep yourself moving throughout the day. The smoothies, they're a quick fix to some. If you don't have the time to, you know, make that snack at work, you can bring the powder in a cup, shake it up really quick, and then that way when you finally get to lunch, it's smaller and healthier.
And this is that fighting vending machine temptation that we were talking about earlier, right? Yeah. Finally, what do we have down here?
That would be another form of protein shake as well.
Okay, are they good or better for men or women, or is it sort of? I know sometimes you have products that are better for a certain gender. Does it go either way with these?
Both of these, they're both low-calorie, high amino acid blends, good protein that could be used just to help produce lean muscle and tear on the body fat. I mean, it's great for the body and something you could use in the workplace.
Well, if you're interested in any of the products that you've seen here today or anything else from Complete Nutrition, you're always so generous about this, giving people who see you on the show a 22% discount off your next visit. And so where do you find them? All over the metro. You've got a number of locations. There's a list from 72nd and Pacific, 72nd and Highway 370, the Lake Manawa exit in Council Bluffs, 168th and Center, and then, James, you're at 156th and Maple, aren't you?
156th and Maple. Come see me.
I know. I need to. I need to. Good to see both of you. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mary. Guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Pears Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. To learn more about Pears, go to OmahaMorningBlend.com and click on the Pears logo right on the homepage.
Well, see for yourself why we're slinging a sledgehammer and a baseball bat coming up.
And our series with the Village Point Farmers Market continues, along with Small's Fruit Farm and the fresh tastes of fall. That's next.